Your colleague got the promotion. You're still stuck. You work late every night. You say yes to everything. You avoid conflict at all costs. That's exactly why you're invisible. Marcus Aurelius rebuilt himself from spoiled prince to powerful emperor. He used 3 simple rules. Here's your blueprint: a 7-day system to destroy weak habits and build executive presence. Plus, I'll show you how this same method transforms your personal life too. No fluff, just ancient wisdom that works in modern workplaces. The 3 patterns killing your career. 3 patterns keep you stuck. Every amateur makes these mistakes. Pattern 1. You say yes to everything. You take on 20 projects. You deliver average work on what matters most. That's not helpful. That's scattered. Epictetus taught something powerful. Know what deserves your energy. Smart people protect their focus like money. When someone wants your time, say this: "Let me check my priorities and get back to you." That's not rude, that's smart. Watch what happens next. Your work gets better because you're not spread thin. People respect your boundaries. That promotion you want? It goes to focused people, not busy people. But there's something worse than overcommitting. Pattern 2. You avoid conflict to keep everyone happy. You manage other people's emotions about your decisions. You explain everything to everyone. That's not leadership. That's weakness. Seneca taught this. You become what you give attention to. When you try to please everyone, you lose strategic thinking. Stop explaining your choices to people who don't make decisions. Real leaders disagree without personal attacks. When someone challenges your idea, try this. That's an interesting perspective. See what happens? You acknowledge them without giving up your position. With your boss? Don't get defensive. Give facts and next steps. But the 3rd pattern is the most dangerous. Pattern 3. You confuse busy with productive. You think late nights show commitment. Really, they show poor planning. Marcus Aurelius worked smart because empires need results, not hours. Here's the truth. Your replacement works 40 hours and beats your 60. Time boundaries create respect. Constant availability creates exploitation. Quick question. What's your biggest time drain right now? Comment below. See the pattern? All 3 come from the same problem: seeking approval instead of building discipline. Overcommitting seeks approval. People-pleasing seeks safety. Overtime seeks recognition. None create executive presence. Epictetus was a slave for years. He learned true freedom comes from controlling your responses, not your circumstances. Your workplace chains are self-made. Meetings you don't need. Projects that don't advance your goals. Conversations that drain energy without results. Break these patterns and watch this happen. Colleagues come to you for decisions. Your boss trusts your judgment. Your team respects your boundaries. That's executive presence. Calm under pressure. Strategic focus. Controlled responses instead of emotional reactions. But you need a system to rebuild yourself. Here's what most people get wrong. They try to change everything at once. Pros know transformation happens through small, daily wins. Your patterns took years to form. You need a structured approach. The 7-day rebuild system. 7 days. Same method Marcus Aurelius used. Each day targets specific weak patterns. Days 1 and 2. Cut and focus. Start each morning with this question. What deserves my focus today? Not what's urgent. What advances your core goals? List everything taking your energy. Meetings, projects, side tasks. Apply Seneca's test. Does this advance my goals? If it's not clear, it's probably no. Cut 30% immediately. Delegate what others can handle. Decline what doesn't serve you. Drop projects that consume energy without results. Your colleagues will respect honest boundaries more than fake commitment to average work. End each day asking, what did I protect today? Not what you accomplished, what you protected. Your focus, your energy, your strategic space. Days 3 and 4. Build strategic boundaries. Use the Stoic pause before every yes. Someone asks for your time. Pause 3 seconds. Let me review my priorities. That pause creates space between request and response. That's where discipline lives. Block calendar time for deep work like client meetings. When someone tries to schedule over it, say, I have a prior commitment. You do, to your core work. Stop explaining your boundaries. State them and move on. I'm not available Tuesday mornings. Period. No justification needed. Track how many times you almost said yes to low-value requests. Every near miss teaches you about weak points. Here's a power move. Create a decision filter. Write down your top 3 priorities. When someone asks for your time, check it against your filter. If it doesn't advance at least one priority, it's a no. This isn't being selfish. This is being strategic. Days 5 and 6. Control your responses. Apply Marcus Aurelius's perspective during conflicts. When your colleague interrupts your presentation, see the whole room, not just the interruption. Practice strategic silence in meetings. Let others fill the void while you observe. Who's really making decisions? What information matters? Where should you focus? When interrupted, pause 3 seconds. Then respond with intention, not reaction. Here's what I recommend based on the data. Use Epictetus's control test for workplace frustration. Your colleague's attitude? Not your control. Your response to their attitude? Complete control. Document these moments. When did you choose response over reaction? What triggered your old patterns? What worked? This data becomes your playbook for future challenges. Remember, everyone's watching how you handle pressure. Your next promotion depends more on your composure than your competence. Skills can be taught. Character under pressure cannot. Day 7. Lock it in. Morning review. Which old patterns tried to return? Overcommitting probably whispered during busy periods. People-pleasing likely surfaced during conflicts. Identify your strongest tool from the week. Strategic pause. Morning focus question. Evening protection check. Double down on what works. Plan next week with new boundaries already set. Your calendar reflects your priorities, not other people's urgency. Evening question. How did I honor my rebuilt self today? Not perfect execution. Consistent direction. Set one non-negotiable boundary for next week. Something specific. Something measurable. Something that protects your core work. But here's where it gets really powerful. How this transforms your personal life. Same principles that rebuild your career transform everything else. Stoic discipline doesn't separate work and life. Character is character. Relationships improve when you stop managing others' emotions. Family conflicts become practice for Stoic patience. Instead of controlling their reactions, you control yours. Friends respect your boundaries when you respect them first. Your partner appreciates honest communication more than fake agreement. Children learn discipline by watching it, not hearing lectures. Health follows the same rules. Morning routines become non-negotiable like important meetings. Exercise and nutrition guided by long-term thinking, not immediate comfort. Marcus Aurelius's view on possessions guides purchases. Do you need it, or want the feeling you think it provides? Career advancement from workplace discipline increases earning potential. Investment decisions based on analysis, not fear or greed. Personal growth uses the same system. Strategic withdrawal applies to toxic relationships. Evening reflection becomes daily development. Reading and learning prioritized like professional growth. The discipline you build at work strengthens every life area. The boundaries you set professionally teach you to set them personally. The calm you develop under workplace pressure serves you during family stress. Financial decisions improve because you think long-term, not emotional. Social situations become easier because you're not seeking approval. Fitness goals stick because you understand consistency over intensity. Your children watch you model discipline, not just talk about it. Your partner sees someone who keeps commitments to themselves, not just others. Friends respect your time because you respect it first. This isn't about becoming cold or distant. It's about becoming reliable. Conclusion. You have the same system Marcus Aurelius used to transform from weak prince to disciplined emperor. 7 days to destroy stuck patterns and rebuild executive presence. Start tomorrow morning with the focus question. What deserves my focus today? Here's your homework. Pick one pattern from today's video. Just one. Overcommitting, people-pleasing, or overtime thinking. Commit to changing it for 7 days. Don't try to fix everything. Master one thing. Build momentum. Then tackle the next. Comment which day of the system challenges you most. I'll show you exactly how to master it. Subscribe for more ancient wisdom that builds modern careers. Executive by day, Stoic always.